Hi, my name's Aaron Bell. I was suicidal for about a year because it let me off put the unwarranted responsibility and trauma of life into the garbage bin of death. And I was so immersed in that, and it kind of made me a little bit more confident in other areas because, like, okay, like, no matter what happens, I can just kill myself. And then, bam, all the consequences of, like, whatever action I did was basically nullified. But I had an experience where I went to an estranged family's Christmas party, and I saw everyone there, and like I saw how they were trying to reunite the family, and like these were people who kind of wronged us in the past, but they were trying to make amends, and like we saw that, like I saw their faces, like I saw my cousin's face, like I have like six cousins, my grandparents' face, and like my great aunts and uncles, and they all had this look like, I don't know, like I'm trying to express it now. It's just like why am I here? Like, what's the purpose of all this? And I was just looking around, and I saw that everyone was like kind of, I don't know, it was uncomfortable, but like everybody sort of felt better because everyone was around each other. It felt right. And while I was sitting there, I just had this epiphany, like, whoa, where, like, you know, as bad as it is, there, there's a serious role that each one of us plays, and that role is love and connection. So even if you're virtually worthless in every other area of your life, people need other people. So if you are, uh, like a useless POS, you still fulfill a very vital role because their people are fucking, a lot of people are lonely. They are achingly alone. And your presence fills a giant need for at least one person on this planet. So you are super important. Further, if you take the others aspect away, even, you're able to sort of see your own consciousness, your own mind. You're able to, like, there's something about you that just exists that you can, there's a consciousness that just exists. And you're able to like, see that it's wonderful and amazing and intrinsically valuable. And all this trauma and responsibility kind of like clouds and murks up the surface of it. But once you get down to the core of it, there's intrinsic, near infinite value, like in the awareness that's watching this video now. It's so these two things are why I believe you're more important than the relief that death provides. So you'll get these you'll get these traumas. For instance, I lost 2,500 in the stock market today, and I got like this flash of like, oh dude, kind of feel like dying. But like these thoughts of like my love and connection, the intrinsic value of consciousness, like pulled me out of that, and now I'm very resilient to that kind of thinking now, even though it's sort of a default response. Like, oh, this bad thing happened, I'll just die. Like it's like that sort of thought's kind of like detaching and separating from me, and like it's felt a lot better. There's a lot of solutions to a lot of problems, and if you keep your mind to it, I mean, if you keep your mind on the solution, you're pretty much guaranteed to find one. And there's just a lot of good. And also, like, the main thing that's pulled me out of, like, the main aha I've gotten is that, like, your mind gives more of what you think of it. Like, there are many sources I could reference, but the main one is from Jeff Hawkins, the inventor of the Palm Pilot, who wrote on intelligence, blah, 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 said that there's this principle called the auto-associative principle, which basically says your mind gets more of what you put into it. And this sums up to compound interest of the mind, which means that your thoughts beget more thoughts. So if you keep on putting really good thoughts in your mind, then you get really good thoughts. If you keep putting in suicidal thoughts, you could think more suicidally. So I thought, I kept on to leverage this. I asked myself, what's my best? So to leverage the auto-associative principle, and that gave me more of the good things about me. And then the other principle is teleological, which basically means that your mind activates the cells of your body toward a goal that it holds in its mind. So I leveraged the teleological principle by having a goal in mind, and the way I elicited the goal was through what's the next level. So what's the next level got me to have a goal, and that directed me toward it. So I had the positivity and like the fuel of like focusing on my best, and then I had the teleological principle working for me by having a goal, the next level. And I also used like motivation theory by asking myself, what will it cost me not to hit the next level? Now my framework's evolved since then. There are many layers that you can evolve on it, mostly utilizing self-image theory. And a specific aspect of self-image theory is that we grow most through stories, and like the one I'm telling you now. And that's because it takes us from a like it gives you a mental picture of someone in a bad state going into like various conflicts and strifes and coming out of it a stronger person. And so there are many even better models than what I've described that I've discovered after using this process at first. But needless to say, I've come a long way. I have like 10 times as much money as I ever had. I used to have I'm getting like way up and up, but I went from having like no money, like $300. I have like 12 grand right now. My own place, feeling good, have really good friends. Ran, I don't have the numbers offhand, but I ran about 482 miles since June 10th. It is July 24th. My goal is to run 10 miles a day, so I'm pretty healthy, pretty self-accepting. Did like 5 different projects for people. I've written like 10 essays. I think essay writing is the most important way to improve your thinking. But if you find that boring, then maybe you could look at it as creating a song and editing your song. That's not the topic of this, but yeah, basically there's so much that's become of it. I've gotten a lot of attention from people that I found attractive. I'm bisexual, so I've had attention from people of both sexes, and it's been amazing. Though, so yeah, focusing on your best, aka keeping like good thoughts in your mind, to compound those thoughts while also using like what's the next level to get your mind directed toward a goal, and then motivating yourself through what would cost me not to hit the next level. These things really helped me, and it pulled me out of a very dark place, and I got me a promotion, I suppose. I got paid $4 more an hour. Got the respect of my peers. Yeah, it was wild. And it is still wild, continuing to grow. So yeah, but now like I'm sort of, there are other things that are more where I'm more organically growing, and like where you can, like you may go back to those thoughts, but it's so brief and like and less frequent, and it's virtually non-existent. It's like you can, yeah. So I'll leave it there. Thanks for your time. I was inspired to do this because I wrote a comment on Sewer Slut's video, his music video or her music video, sorry, called Mr. Kill Myself. And that comment got, as of this video, 2.1 thousand likes and something like 86 comments. There's like 160 comments, but half of those were my responses. I tried to keep current on that. So anyway, I made this video because someone apparently read that comment and went to my profile and left me a message on one of the videos and said, hey, you should make a video about your thoughts on suicide. And I have more thoughts about this. I did a lot of research, or some research on this, and I have very well organized theories on at least, theories on at least some of the causes of your suicidal ideations. And I could go into that later. I don't know if I will, but maybe. So yeah, thanks for your time, and thanks for being here. You're really important. I appreciate you. So that's all, and I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.